I'll give you an example. I had a girl named, we'll call her Darlene, and was that your name?
No.
Okay. She came home, she was top of her class at Ridgetown College, and she came home to the family operation. And she was home for about 5 years, and everything that she touched turned to gold as well. And she turned around that farm. Amazing. And she had 2 brothers. And she went to her dad, and she knew that they were making money that year, and they're going to reinvest. At the end of the year, they had to reinvest back in the operation. So she gave a list. She actually had a written business plan as to what improvements to make in the operation. And she had, she said, we need calf ventilation, for instance. They had a ventilation problem in the calf barn. And they were principally a dairy operation. Unfortunately, her 2 brothers, they were mechanics. Basically, they were glorified mechanics. They wanted to continue to expand the cash crop operation. And, you know, one day they were only farming 700 acres. And one day a combine showed up in the yard, brand new, all the bells and whistles. And she's like, what the? And she complained to her dad, then she complained to her mom, and her mom said, she says, Darlene, you're getting married next year. Your boyfriend's probably going to get proposed to you in a couple days here at Christmas. Why do you worry? Like, you're just you go work on his farm, right? You can make decisions there. And she says, pardon me? She says, if Bob wants to come work for me, for us, he can. If not, we're not getting married. That's not happening, right? And I said, she complained to me about the situation. And I says, don't blame the sin, blame the sinner. And the issue is, you know, your parents, no matter how progressive your parents are going to try to be, there's going to be chauvinism at different levels within every operation. And just accept that as a fact. And what you got to do is you've got to change the dynamics of decision making so that you change that family business meeting where I'm talking about having time, place to solve problems. You're at the table, and your brothers are at the table, and so you're taking equal, your opinion matters just the same as theirs. What had happened in Darlene's family is her dad asked the 2 boys what they wanted and went with what the 2 boys wanted. They didn't, the 2 boys didn't even cash flow it out. They didn't, she had it all written out in detail as to what would make the farm most money. But chauvinism overtook that. In that situation, Darlene was not getting paid the same as her brothers. And not only a year later, not only did she get paid the same as her brothers, but she was CEO when they incorporated as part of succession planning. And that's how we have a future in agriculture for women in farming.